Welcome back to the DGen podcast. My name is Mark, and I am here with.
Dylan.
Servi.
Matthew.
Henry!
And today we are going to be talking about a serious topic. Um, I feel I recently just
What is so funny?
I recently recently I had a family member of mine pass, and it was it I had a I've had a weird approach to going towards it. My approach was when he first got sick, which was around 4 years ago. I prepped myself that that he is going to pass, and I prepped myself with that idea that I wasn't going to be sad. I was going to be happy that he wasn't in pain anymore, and I just like have what was like how do I want to word this? The first funeral I went to, I was like 6 or 7, and I really didn't know what emotions I was supposed to have, so I was just there. But when I looked around, I saw everybody crying, so that was when I was sort of first introduced to the idea of people in life, especially in your life, don't last, and that you should cherish every moment. Like, what was the first time you guys sort of realized that life isn't all happiness, and like life can screw things up fast as fuck?
I've always ever since I was young, I've always knew like nothing really lasts. Okay, when it came to like relationships, love and shit, I knew like at a young fucking age, and it was pretty sad for me because I just grew up lonely, like a lonely ass kid.
Bro, when a bitch
Mhm.
break your heart, a bitch break your heart.
Yeah. But I just grew up with the mentality like, fuck, dude, I'm not gonna have much, so I might as well just like live life and not fucking take advantage of anything, you know?
Yeah.
That
You
was
be a cute
literally
ass nigga,
Was
but then your heart still get broke.
that was literally like my
was,
mom's
was there any
motto was like life
Uh-huh.
isn't fair. Don't think life is fair.
That's kind of morbid.
Well, it's true.
Yeah,
Bro, a
but
couple of
was
days
there
ago,
yeah, it's
so I was watching a YouTube video.
Mhm.
First time went to the comments, right? I typed
That's a bad idea.
yeah, I know. Uh, I went into the comments. I typed, it's kind of morbid if you think about it. I put, why do people comment? You're uh, you mean nothing, like just like me. It's pointless.
Uh-huh.
It's like I don't know. Just felt like I had to share that. Like I don't know. Recent comedy. It's just weird.
Why did you feel like you had to share that?
I don't know.
It sounds like you're shaming him.
No, like no, 'cause
No,
like that's
I
like a
understand
weird
what you're.
like point of view though.
No, I understand
Nah,
what you're
like
saying.
nah. I was just like, it's like you're irrelevant. Like it doesn't matter like what your opinion is. Like you don't have like as much followers as a nigga that posting the actual videos. So it's
I
like, what's the point of commenting? Like I mean, you could comment and like tell them, or like, oh yeah, you did a good job. Like good
it's
job.
be,
Keep the shit like going. You
it's
feel me?
it's because people want to feel like they
They're
have their
important or something.
yeah, and so with like social media and YouTube and whatever else, people see bigger people and say, well, I can be that. I just have to do this, and this to get there, and I feel like a couple of years ago, it was nowhere near that point because social media wasn't there.
As important as it is now to all the youth.
Yeah,
Well,
like
because now
now,
everybody shares their life.
yeah, now if you don't have your opinion heard, you're just pissed off. But if you didn't have your opinion heard like
You feel like a
10 years
nobody.
ago, or like I don't know, 15 years ago maybe, then it was like yeah, it's expected. But now it's
Yeah,
a lot different.
it's expected from you to have your opinion heard.
Yeah,
It's just like life's changed,
yeah,
and I mean it's expected, but like at the
It's a
same
whole new
time, like
generation.
it's so weird though, cause like it's a whole new generation, but at the same time, it's only been a couple years.
I feel
So
like
like everyone's mentality literally changes within a couple years, and you know, it's weird because you don't know what it's gonna be in the future.
We don't.
So you just kind of have to roll with life
I've-
at that point.
I feel like a lot of people devalue like how far or uh, how um, social media is advanced or taken back it society. It depends how you want to look at it. Like people don't
To
realize
be
how
honest
much
with you,
it's affected us.
like the youth mainly. Not, I'm not talking about us in general, but like if you look at the freshmen, they're only like maybe 2-3 years younger than us, right?
Uh-huh.
But those niggas be doing some stupid ass shit, like,
Yeah,
But
it's
like
weird.
okay,
For only being a couple years apart, I feel like we're just so much more mature than them.
no, it's
no,
because when you're that age, you're still maturing.
your
I mean, we're
your
still maturing
mentality's
too.
not all there.
You're
Your
not.
mentality's
But I
not all
knew,
there.
I feel like as myself, as a freshman, I don't even think I was that bad.
No, all right. You like to think back on that and be like, "Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I was great. I bet everyone loved me, and I had the
Nah,
best
dude.
self confidence."
Bro,
No,
like
if any,
honestly,
I honestly just see myself as the same person though that I was my
Well-
freshman year.
I don't know. I think if you were to look back, like physically look back, go in a time machine, go 3 years back, 4 years
you'll call
back,
yourself stupid.
yeah, you would see
Well,
yourself and be like, "Wow."
maybe
what-
like you didn't change a whole lot, but you definitely did change between
You
freshman
matured.
and,
Yeah.
You
and
matured.
junior. Yeah, you matured a lot more. Your emotions got a lot stronger, and your body and your mind. You learn from like all the shit that you did, and to compared to now, like there's things that you maybe would have done when you were a freshman that if you thought about now, you'd be like, yo, you got to be on crack to be doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah, some stupid shit.
I mean, we're still maturing though. You're not done maturing until you're like what 20 something, probably.
No, but
You're
like
not
at
done
that
growing
point,
until you're 25.
you're always gonna be maturing. You're always gonna be learning something.
Yeah, yeah.
more.
Yeah.
But I
But
think those old ass niggas be all wise and shit.
But for me, I feel like as a person, I haven't really changed as much. Like in terms of like my personality or my mentality, I've always kept the mentality, like for the longest time. Like I can't. Me as one person, I'm not a whole lot. I've always kept that mentality, and that's what keeps me grounded. That's what keeps me from being like a cocky ass motherfucker. Like that single mentality that I'm not like a whole. I'm not like a whole ass fucking like unit.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think.
Like going off the cocky part, like I feel you on that part. Like something like you try to think highly of yourself when like deep down inside you're like, man, fuck, I'm nothing.
Because I think just
You're
As-
just trying to fit in as
as
a human
people, a lot of times focus on the negative parts of just everything.
being. Yourself,
Yeah,
yourself, and everybody else around you.
I mean, it depends what type of person you are. Like, some people are way more negative than others, and some people are more positive. But even the more positive ones tend to think more negative a lot of the time, and they just don't realize it. It's just
No,
the
I,
negative.
like,
On-
as what you're going when you're going off of that, you're thinking about the positive, and as you're thinking about the positive things, you're also thinking about the negative things at the same time.
Yeah, you're comparing.
Yeah,
and
for me,
contrasting.
I don't see being
trying to get what I'm trying
positive
to say?
as like
Yeah,
I don't see positive as only thinking positive, but I see positive
You're
as
also-
being able
you're-
to accept the negative.
yeah.
That's what I see it as.
Yeah, you're also thinking very negatively about the other person if you think about it too.
What? What do you mean?
Okay. Let's say when you're thinking positively, right? You're kind of checking out the person, right? You're like, you kind of think about, oh yeah, like in your head, you think about it this way. Oh yeah, this is it's all right about him. You're not saying it's completely good about him. You're just saying it's all right. It's like it's kind of like a self-esteem, like it's a little booster, but it's still a backhand to the face. If you get what I'm trying to say.
You compare yourself to other people. It's that It's
It's a
that
comparison.
monkey mindset where you want to be better
Yeah.
than everyone else. It's just instincts.
On that whole maturing thing, do you guys think that there was ever a point, like one thing that happened in your life to where, but before it happened, you had that mentality of you were a child, and after it happened, you felt like you mentally aged a bunch of years, and you had to age because you had to grow up because you realized what you were going through and what you were facing.
I mean,
Go ahead, Henry. Because mine is
Because there's mostly
completely
like
ineffective.
that one defining moment in each person's life.
okay, so recently I had lost one of my friends because
Mhm.
I don't want to get into the story or anything, but you know,
Nah, you don't
he's
have to.
gone
If you don't
now.
want to.
Yeah,
It's fine.
And I feel
personal.
like the way he lost his life was, I'm not gonna say it was questionable, but
But it
it
could
made
have
me
been
re
avoidable.
it could have been like so avoidable. Like I'm sorry that he lost his life, but at the same time, like it was so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like no disrespect to him, because I love him, but like it just made me question like everything that goes on in life, like how something can be taken away so easily, and it just like
Exactly.
it really put everything into perspective, and it helped. I think that like was like a major turning turning point for me, and like
Mhm.
maturing, just kind of realizing that like life isn't
One day you're
always
on this planet, and like the next you're not.
Life isn't always guaranteed. You could wake up dead.
nothing
You
is
don't know.
guaranteed. Life, I feel like life is just all one big risk. That's how I like looking at it now, and you
Yeah.
just kind of have to accept it.
You
Uh,
guys ever like have a little panic attack thinking about like falling asleep or before you fall asleep? Like, what if you don't wake up the next day?
oh yeah.
What
When
if
you're
what if
it
what
when
if
you're
there isn't a God?
yeah when
What if there isn't another being? What if there isn't another life after
well
this?
yeah, like
It's just dark.
you're just laying in bed and you're trying to go to sleep and your brain reminds you like, hey, remember that when you die you might just be black and nothing else. And you're like, I don't want to hear
Exactly.
that right now,
Bruh,
but
that
okay,
happens to
thank
me
you.
all the time.
It's
Yeah,
fucking
it happens.
crazy, dude.
Okay,
I'm pretty
well,
sure it happens to most people.
cause I was gonna bring that up. What do you guys think happens after you die?
I
Honestly,
don't know.
dude, like I don't know if you think about it, like if we actually go like historical a little bit, like
Yeah.
it's kind of fucked up how
Historical.
like not Dylan, no offense, you know how white people thought like oh the blacks were like the closest thing to a monkey, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because of like their facial features.
facial.
If you look at it though, it kind of it you can't say they don't look kind of like get the resemblance a little bit
Whoa,
back
where's this?
then.
I have no idea where the hell this is going.
Dylan,
Seraphine,
I
take it
where
don't
is
away.
this
either.
going?
Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish.
Uh huh.
So I was thinking about it for a bit, right? I'm
Yeah.
like, what if there isn't a higher being? What if like this after death is just blank, is nothing? You're just dead. Like nothing else happens. You don't get reincarnated.
Wait. I'm sorry, Seraphine, but how does black people looking like monkeys in
I have no
the
idea how he put those two
afterlife?
together.
Yeah.
I don't.
So
I think I was just
I
saying
must
words. I don't know. I don't
I
know what
must
you're doing, Seraphine.
Bro, monkey.
anyway, on that same
We
topic
just
of
said monkey.
on that same topic
Go
of
ahead. Go
after
ahead.
death and shit. Um, y'all know I'm a Buddhist, right?
Yeah.
He's
Nope.
Buddhist.
So we've always had that mentality. I've
Wait.
always taught like
It's
yeah,
reincarnation, right? Or no?
It's
yeah, it's reincarnation. Yeah, it is. It
Yeah,
is.
it is. Okay.
But I'm obviously like, I don't want to. I've always wanted to be open towards religions because
Yeah.
I've always found religions really interesting,
Really?
Yeah, because
and
we all have our different beliefs.
everyone has different beliefs, and I find that very interesting. So I like to learn those different beliefs.
Mhm.
But what I've learned is that to me, the most important part of religion is not salvation, but what's the word I'm looking for?
Just
With
being.
like a clear mind, clear
Yeah,
conscience.
just being happy, like knowing that I am comfortable with this and I think this is true. Because
Like it gives them comfort of mind, like
yeah,
okay, so I still live on after I die. Like whether I go to heaven or I come back to something else, like the whole idea of religion is that you are finally at peace of mind and you are finally comfortable of how you are.
Uh, not to sidetrack or anything, but Henry,
Yeah.
because you're talking about the reincarnation thing. Do you think you can become back as like or come back as like a cow or anything like that?
I
I'm just
mean,
wondering. I'm just
Like,
genuinely
no,
do you
no.
want
curious.
do you
All
want
right.
to know how it works or do you like?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Nah, hold up. Before you go into that, okay, let's say you're about to die, right? You're about to pass away.
Mhm.
When it goes dark, how long do you think the darkness would be until you open your eyes again? If you do get reincarnated,
I see it as waking up.
or is it like you die and like maybe it feels like maybe a minute or two, but in reality it was only like a second, and you wake up in a new body.
I see it okay. So I see it as waking up as like a 3-year-old, you know? Because
Hmm?
in honesty, like
That's
when do you start having memories? When do you start
like
having
you,
like developing your
yeah.
first memories?
I think
Like
You
your
don't.
Three.
first 3 years
3.
old, right?
3.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
a
I see it
baby's not
as
technically
okay.
speaking a
I'll
baby.
just trust you guys, I guess.
Okay, so no, off going off my sister. My sister has her first memories at 3 years old.
Mhm.
Okay, me, I had my first memories at 4 years old. I see it. I see reincarnation as just waking up again as like a 3, 4 year old. So anyway,
Cause
do you
man,
guys
it's
want to get
stupid.
into like how reincarnation works in my
Yeah,
religion?
like, can you be reincarnated into like a cockroach or something, or is it just like,
Okay, so it's reincarnation is really like how you were as a person
uh huh?
in like your previous life.
Oh, so if you
So
if you're like sneaky and I don't know, snitched or something, you're a rat, and if you're good, you're like, I don't
it's
know.
not like if you snitch your ass. I'm not gonna say snitching is obviously no one likes to fucking snitch,
No, no,
but you
okay.
know.
It was just an example. I'm not. I'm not. We're
Okay,
not going into snitching, all right? The
okay,
ethics
okay,
of
my bad, my
snitching.
bad. But like, point is, think of like how heaven and hell is. If you're a
Yeah,
good person, you get to heaven. If you're a bad person, you go into hell.
yeah.
So now transfer that to a reincarnation mentality. If you are a good person, you are born into a really well-off family or a really loving family. But
Oh,
if you weren't a good person, you'd come back as like someone in a poor family or come back as
yeah.
a fucking animal or something like a cow.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So until you are able to redeem yourself, it just goes up and down, up and down.
Okay.
Come back as a roach.
Un-
Come back
until
as a
you
what?
realize.
But yeah,
He just muted himself again. All right.
that's
Yeah.
pretty much.
I've always been
That.
not like interested as in I want to follow Buddhism, like in the reincarnation thing.
But
I've
you
just
just
been
you're just like interested in like how it works. You know?
yeah, because I've never been like educated on all that because no one I've known other than you is Buddhist, and so it's and obviously they don't teach it in schools or whatever.
I'm a very unlikely Buddhist. I feel like that's
Likely, how so?
like okay. Would you look at me and think, oh, he's a Buddhist?
I could see it. I could see it.
No, you can't.
Yeah, no, I could. I could. All right, just looking at you or just knowing you?
Just looking at me.
Oh, looking at you?
Just looking at me and looking on how I act.
Honestly,
Would you-
I would
Like,
say
what would
like
you think I was?
Just by looking at you, bro, I
guess.
thought you were Asian.
I am Asian. Fuck you.
bro,
Damn, right.
let's be realistic here. You're not gonna look at somebody and be like, oh, this nigga's religion is this.
Yeah, I
You're
don't
gonna look
think-
at the thing and be like,
Really? I do.
cool.
I do.
I
What do you
This
mean?
nigga-
I don't think
this
I've
nigga
ever
look-
looked at. I don't think I've ever looked at someone and been like, yeah, they're probably Catholic.
No, that's how I am. I really do. People would be like, they're an atheist for sure.
What do
I've
you
done
think?
that
think?
Like-
multiple times.
Some people do, like, it rubs off that vibe though. You get that weird vibe, you know.
Oh yeah.
You
Well,
just
I know.
you
I
get
know
that
what you're
vibe,
saying.
you know.
Yeah, you could definitely like atheists. I'm not making fun of them or anything because they could, believe in whatever they want to believe in. I don't care.
All right.
They just act a certain type of way.
Yeah.
most,
okay.
most of them. Yeah.
No, atheists. Yeah, in 8th grade, bro.
At least-
I had a substitute teacher. She was so open about it too. She walked in. I think we were talking about like fucking. I don't know. We were talking about something. I don't know where she just says, "Oh, she's an atheist." You know, at that like in 8th grade, I didn't really like know what the fuck an atheist was, right?
Yeah.
So like, and then when she explained it, and I was like, "Bro, like, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
Okay.
As a younger like person, when you find out your friend is not like does not follow the same religion you do, it's like,
It's crazy.
are you kidding me? I don't think we could be friends anymore.
Yo,
But-
that's
but-
what happened to me.
Yeah, but now looking back on it, it's like, yeah, that's really stupid.
It's just a belief.
Yeah, I feel really bad for doing that now. Even like if you're Christian and someone's Catholic and they say they're Catholic and you're Christian, you're like, oh, how dareth you?
How dare you? What was it? You know, on the topic of religion, what do you guys think is like the most common? I mean, not most common besides Christianity. But, like,
Besides
other
Christianity?
than that, what do you think
Catholic.
is like?
No, Catholic is a form of Christianity. That one doesn't count.
Yeah.
Joe fucking mama.
Yeah, it's definitely Christianity slash Catholic slash whatever you want to call
You know,
it.
do you guys understand the difference between being
Yeah,
agnostic and
right.
being an
Yeah,
actual atheist?
agnostic is like open to the idea of God. They're just not sure. They just, you know, it may
Yeah, that's-
exist, but
like
you know,
honestly,
we're
that's
not
kind of
sure.
that's kind of like what I am too. Like I'm not like kind of like I'm on the fence basically.
I feel like
'Cause
most
I
people
was
our
raised
age.
I was raised Catholic, but like over time, I just like I don't know. I just kind of like lost faith.
You
so I'd
you have
say
No,
you have
I'm,
a feeling.
Most people,
Yeah.
like especially this generation, are in this, this,
atheist and stuff like that.
yeah, but not like full atheist. Like they're
I'm not gonna,
converting.
No,
I
like
would
that
say
word that
there's
you said,
more
but I forgot.
agnostic. You know?
Yeah, no, agnostic,
agnostic.
is the better word.
We look at
because-
the world differently.
Yeah, because like we're thrown into a world and we're like, hey, this isn't the kind Christian world we were told about, and then it's kind of like,
You realize all the bad shit that's actually in
Yeah.
the world.
and then later on in your life, you're probably just gonna convert back to Catholic or stay atheist,
You know what? Okay, so I don't remember where
or agnostic.
I was reading this article. Okay,
Uh-huh.
you know, it was for a class,
The internet is.
and I
always
learned
right.
that like I learned in class like as you get older, you tend to be more religious,
Yeah. Well,
and
I feel
that's when I started. Yeah,
I feel like
go ahead, Dylan.
like there's like an upswing where as you get older you're like, oh yeah, this religion stuff's pretty cool, and then when you hit your teenage years it's like everything sucks, everyone should die, everything hurts, and your religion just starts going down and down and down, and then as you get older it may go up or just stay the same. So I feel like
No.
All right.
No, from the article it said that like no, as you get older, you will tend to become more religious because obviously
but I don't
you're at that point where you're getting there.
Yeah,
You're
I
getting
don't-
at the age where you don't know if you're gonna wake up again.
I don't think they're factoring in like teenagers though, because
Nah, they're
most
not.
or look, a lot of teenagers are atheists, so like quote unquote atheists because their parents raised them Catholic or Christian or whatever.
We're on the fence.
Yeah, and they're mad that their parents taught them that and didn't teach them anything else, and so they're revolting by being atheist. But then
It's,
as they mature
it's-
and stuff, they might just revert back. I don't know. You
also,
might be right.
Also, it's like they didn't open you up to like other religions beforehand either. It's like they didn't give you a chance. They just forced you into that one
but
religion.
yeah, well, all right. If you have a kid, are you really gonna take the time to explain Buddhism and the difference between Christianity and Catholic? I'm not. I'm just saying this is our
I
religion.
will.
I
Sorry.
feel like okay,
Nah,
when I
I'm not
become a
saying-
parent,
I'm not saying.
Okay.
oh,
I'm not. Look, I'm not saying you shouldn't do that. I'm just saying most people just say this is our religion and you're gonna do what we do because it fits
You're
within our
you're in
schedule.
our household.
Yeah, it fits
That's
within
it.
our schedule, and
Nah, like for me, I'm gonna just be open with my kid. I'm gonna be like, all right, dude. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I'm gonna tell him what I was going through when I was a kid. I just want to get that like out of the way. Just like kind of vent basically with him. I want to like connect with my kid at a personal level. I want him to know like shit ain't gonna go the way you want it, and I ain't for sure gonna let you get the way you want, right?
that's
You're gonna put
basically
limits on it.
that's
You're gonna put
basically what
limits on that little bitch.
that's basically what my mom did.
So
It
Yeah.
sounds
for
like my mom.
if I have kids, I want them to understand that yes, they have a choice, and yes, they have a right to their own free will, but
I don't want
there's
them
no
to
one to
just
hold their hand the
follow.
whole way.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You don't
Like
want them. You don't want to baby them.
yeah,
I don't want to baby them the whole way. I want them to understand that they're gonna be adults someday, and so they're gonna have to learn, to, get through life on their own.
yeah. I feel
Yeah,
like
like what
go,
I'm gonna
go ahead.
do, unlike my parents. You know how I don't have like I don't get paid for like any of the shit that I do at home.
Yeah,
What I'm gonna do for my kids, I'm gonna tell them, I'll be like, all right, if you guys want a phone, if you guys want this shit, I'll
you're gonna
give
have
you
to
guys an
work for it.
allowance, but I gotta make sure you guys
Yeah.
do your fucking chores, do everything I fucking tell you guys, and then maybe like $5 a week, so like maybe like 20 bucks like each month for each kid,
20
and
bucks
they
a
just
month.
save up.
All right, each kid.
So
How many kids are you planning to have? 20
maybe
bucks a
like
month adds
Seraphim's
up.
gonna have 20 kids.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's another big factor to me. I feel
Maybe
like
like
I
one
would
or
have
two.
grew. I would have had like a much better mindset if I grew up with like positive reinforcement.
Yeah, like
Like,
and
did your parents not reinforce your, you know, you finding new religions, or what did they not?
Okay, so when I grew up, my parents didn't really force it on me, but I was just there to attend.
Yeah.
So, but when it came to like school and stuff,
Mhm.
they were on my fucking ass,
Oh,
yeah,
bro.
like grades and
like
stuff, or what?
yeah,
The grades and
parents.
shit.
Yeah,
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 parents are like my
Like
my
as
mom's
soon
the
as I
same
do
way.
bad on a certain subject, like oh no, they would be on me.
Yeah,
yeah.
they're
But I
on your
feel like,
ass.
I've only.
but I understand now. Like the only reason why at the time I wasn't doing great is because I hated it. I felt like there was no reason for me to.
Because, alright, in elementary, most of elementary, like, math is pretty important, but other than
So
that, like,
math.
history doesn't seem very important.
Yeah,
Because
I
they
feel
don't.
like history is pointless. To be honest with you, yeah, I
No,
agree
no, no,
with
no,
you
no,
though.
no. I don't.
No, no,
I don't.
no. Okay, I know what you're trying to say. You
It,
don't think it's pointless, but like to me, let's be realistic here. Are we really gonna fucking tell our kids? Oh yeah, this happened. This nigga invented the light bulb. Nigga, you got the phone. Search that bitch
no,
up.
no, alright, you learn. You learn history to learn, like, morals and stuff.
Yeah,
Learn
morals
not.
and shit.
Like,
That's
what
all they're
not to
trying to
do.
teach you. But
They.
like,
Alright,
but think about it this way: your parents are teaching you that shit as you're growing up.
but, alright. The reason you learn. This is just for example. The reason you learn about World War II is to learn to, speak up.
Genocide is bad.
Yeah, good job, Safi. Is to like speak up when you see someone in danger or they're hurting because they didn't, so no one speak up for the or spoke up for the Jews. That's the whole moral with that. Obviously, that morals are throughout history, and so that's why they teach us that.
Yeah.
You know, but
I feel yeah. I think that's the point of history though. Like
yeah,
I feel like to me, I really do see the importance of history because we need to at a young age we need to learn these mistakes so we don't learn them again. We don't
yeah,
do them again.
but they don't really. I would like. I think a
But
lot of people would like history a lot more if in elementary school they clearly explained why you're learning this and like why this is important and why you, yes, you need to
You
know
actually, yeah, you
this.
actually need to know it.
Yeah,
Really, I was taught that.
I
I was
was.
taught why I need to learn
I
it.
Wait,
definitely was not.
hold up. Pause. The
We
fuck
went to
happened
this.
to
Hold up.
Mark?
We went to the same elementary. How come you don't? Okay,
Oh,
never
there he is.
mind.
There he is. Okay,
I
we cool.
I only went to Sequoia sixth grade, and so
Okay, never mind. That makes
yeah,
sense.
but all right, Mr. Her, he definitely taught us. Look, Mr. Her, the best teacher of all time, right? You know how many kids he has? He has like 10 kids.
What the fuck?
That's gonna do something to a man, all right? Because my
Okay,
mom and
hold
him
up.
were in the same.
When I knew him, when I had him, he had like 2.
Yeah,
What
no,
the fuck?
he has a lot. There is no reason why he should not be exhausted every single. That man is a hero for having like. I'm not saying it's 10 kids. I'm just saying it's like around 10. The
That
estimate
man
is 10
living
kids.
life.
Yeah, that man. Oh my, 10 kids is crazy.
My man doesn't. Nah, man doesn't know how to pull out. Fuck.
Nigga hasn't strapped to his legs.
Bro, 10 kids later. Oh, that's how you use a condom. Okay.
All right, have you
The fuck?
watched fucking? Okay, no. Picture yourself with like a fucking leash, but for every single one of those fucking kids.
You all right?
Bro,
You're saying.
Have
why
y'all
are
seen
you-
Hotel Transylvania?
I know
Yeah,
you
The fucking
do.
werewolf?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing.
I kind of feel bad for him though, cause like, oh my god, Henry, oh my
Yeah?
god, 10 kids, that's
Guys,
crazy. I know I'm
that's
just
too
repeating
much.
Think about
the
having-
same thing, but
Think about having to deal with 10 kids and deal with a bunch of students too.
imagine
Picture those
having to
niggas
deal with
spinning around.
2. You kidding me? I would like kill them. I
Yeah,
wouldn't.
dude. It's like having. It's like basically when your mama tells you, "Hey, take care of your fucking sibling."
Yeah.
To us right now, since we're teenagers, we're like, kind of lenient about it. Like, I got caught up. I made a fucking mistake. I'm trying to learn from that mistake.
Yeah.
And then like I knew, like, honestly, like I still kind of feel like what I did wasn't like that bad because honestly I was taking care of the kids. I just did it to like kind of be a little bit more relaxed about it. Like I don't want to scream at them, right? Or get mad. Like I was being chill with them.
Yeah.
Like that's the only reason why I kind of smoke. I just want to be chill like with the kids. I don't want them to feel like fucking I'm angry at them.
Seraphine, I don't know if that's connected,
Seraphine,
but alright.
you're making it sound like you're.
But no, I'm not talking about like. Ah, never mind then. No, fuck it. I just drop it. Just drop it.
I smoke so that the kids don't have to
Just,
deal with it.
just real quick. Hey, Mike, are you still here or no?
That's a fucking cockroach. What the fuck, man? Get the fuck out of here.
It's someone reincarnated. Don't touch him.
It's a little baby one too. Stupid ass motherfucker.
Hey, Mark, are you still here?
You know what's funny?
Huh.
I still kill cockroaches. Fuck those little shits.
Oh, those things are fucking evil.
Is that a fucking cockroach?
I mean, who doesn't though? I don't.
Hey, fucktard. I don't give a fuck who you are. Nigga.
Alright, guys. We've been talking for
Run
like
away,
an
bitch.
hour, and Matthew hasn't really made too many comments. Can
No,
we let
it's-
Matthew share?
No, it's it's been half an hour. 36 minutes.
36 minutes. Well, cool. Can we let Matthew share?
Yeah, sure. Matthew, do you have anything to share about maturing
Life.
school?
The main actual topic was fucking talking about like
Yeah, well,
shit that's actually wrong with you.
we moved on and yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
Matthew, do you have anything to add or what?
I mean, not. You have,
Your mic
I
is lagging
get it.
really hard.
oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Is
Try
it
again.
better?
Yeah, try again.
Like I get what you guys are saying,
Mhm.
but like I don't know. I don't have experience, like enough experience with that stuff.
Oh,
So
for,
like that's why I wasn't really talking. So like
Alright.
religion stuff like that. Like I don't.
Are you like Catholic or what are you? Or are you guys just like not a very religious family? Cause there's
I mean, we're just not very
there's
like.
definitely
How can you not be very religious, but you can't curse this?
no, there's definitely like there's a lot of families that are just not religious and just don't follow any religious. They're not agnostic. They just don't think about religion.
Guys, I am kind of concerned.
Why? Seraphine muted his mic.
No, I did something super cool but super fucking weird.
What did you do?
What'd you do?
Yeah.
There was a cockroach coming towards me,
Oh my god.
okay?
Yeah.
And you know those like you know how you have those rubber bands and you start like,
Henry, stop.
What did
You
you
do that
to
thing
that
where you, like-
cockroach?
So you ever do the rubber band gun, but
Yes.
like just using two hands and just
Yeah.
like
What
Yeah.
did you do to that cockroach?
I fucking decapitated it, bro.
Oh my, Henry!
Jesus Christ, Henry.
I do
Dude,
not
my
believe
accuracy-
this.
My accuracy in Rainbow has improved my accuracy in real life. I fucking decapitated that motherfucker. That he got sent flying too. He was near me and now he's all the way in the hallway.
It's just a slow motion shot of the head coming off the body as
What
it
is
flies away from Henry, and it zooms
Am
in
I-
on Henry's face. And
Am I
he's like,
fucking?
"Oh,
Am I
I
God?
did that. I did that." So
We
we
should
can
start
do the,
doing.
Yeah, we can start doing the tier list. So what tier list
I
do we
mean,
want to do? Do we want to do?
I feel
Fast
like I
Food
really want to
or-
do rappers. I really want to do rappers now.
Okay,
We were on that topic
rappers.
earlier.
I'm gonna have to think about this then. I don't know.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
are we going for top 5 or most
Poopy,
influential?
poopy.
Or how
No,
about,
just
or
your
how
favorite.
about,
Top five, top
no,
five.
not okay.
Or-
Wait.
or just
Not
one.
most
How about we all
influential.
just name one, and then we could take that one.
Okay, not most influential, not like the best of all
Poo-poo
time.
stinky.
Just,
Young bands.
Just what you think.
yeah, what
what's
you
your
think
favorite?
is
Young
the
bands.
best.
Who is our favorite rapper? Okay.
Okay,
Young
Yeah,
I'm
bands.
sure.
gonna
on.
have to like. I think I know who I'm gonna say, but I'm afraid
Bella
Henry's gonna say
Thorne.
the same thing.
No. Please.
No, I know no one's gonna say what I'm gonna say. That's for a fact.
I already know no
Okay.
one's gonna say.
I feel like you know. Okay,
Say I won't say Post Malone.
I'm gonna kill you if you say post.
Alright, Dylan, start us off then.
No,
'Cause I wanna
not
hear what
me,
you-
not me, not me. I'm not ready for
Fine.
my-
Okay, Seraphine, start us off.
Uh-oh,
Bro, like,
he's gonna say X.
X.
He's gonna say X. I'm already typing
He's-
it in to Google.
you're just already ready for it. Yeah, like, come on now. Like, I love his music.
So it's X, right?
Yeah, I
get
love
it.
his music. Like, honestly, it's just, I know it's just my opinion. I just love his music. Like, to me, like, that's just like it's like my vibe. Like, I can vibe to that type of music. You feel me?
Okay. Yeah. Alright, Mark.
I don't really like hype music. Like,
No,
I mean,
come back to
Wait,
Like-
no, yeah, Seraphine, what is, out of X's hype and, somber and sad music, which one do you prefer?
like
Lil
to be
Xan.
honest with you, little nigga says little sad.
Stop.
Like, like honestly, like, fuck. How do I put this? I don't
Like,
know why, but
different
like I
moods
found
call
his
for-
voice just like soothing.
So, alright, that didn't answer the question. Do you like his hype music, or somber or sad music? Or
I mean,
more
honestly, like
melodic?
all his music is kind of like fucking sad. Besides his like,
my
You know,
favorite. My
a
favorite.
It's
step.
X
early
song-
shit.
Wait,
yeah.
My favorite.
But I don't really have a preference over his music. I
Okay.
kind of like both.
So it's like, whatever you're in the mood for then, I'm guessing.
Looking for a star.
Yeah, whatever I'm in the mood for.
Okay. What are you gonna say, Mark?
Looking for a star.
Okay.
Looking for a star is my favorite X song.
I'm honestly never heard that song.
Yeah, looking for a start.
Okay, who wants to go next?
Me?
Yeah, sure, Henry.
Henry.
Okay.
I'm interested
So-
to see what he says.
This is a.
It has to
okay.
be a rapper, not a singer.
I know.
Uh-oh.
But like, I know you guys are gonna like hardcore disagree with me.
Who cares?
disagree with
Just say it, bro.
Okay.
Just say it.
Go.
My favorite artist of all time, and I put that on everything. Young Thug.
Oh boy,
Young
okay.
Thug.
I never thought I would disagree with something else more, but alright.
Alright.
I
You know,
never thought
okay.
I'd be so mad at a white person.
Go ahead.
Okay. Do you want to hear why?
Yes, sure.
Why?
So-
Why?
To me, Young Thug is one of the most versatile artists I have ever seen.
Yes.
and one of the most different artists I've ever seen. Okay, I'm talking about you don't go for you don't listen to his music for his lyrics. You listen for his sounds. You listen for how he makes you feel.
Yeah.
And he, I love the fact that he has the ability to convey emotions, and you are able to feel those emotions.
So you
Yeah,
watched
yeah.
You
that.
can't.
So you watched that video too. I see.
No, because I watch
No.
every Young Thug video. I
I'm
watch
just
everything
kidding.
about him,
No.
and because I
there's-
relate to it, I
no,
feel that.
because there was a video I saw on YouTube where it was talking about, I don't know, something, and they brought up how Young Thug makes you feel, not by the lyrics, but by how he sounds and everything.
But
Yeah,
Yeah, but the
I feel like we
sound.
saw the same video then.
Yeah.
But point is like, and also like, not to mention fashion too. Not only he's a big name in the music industry. I know this is a little off topic, but fashion wise, he's one of the bigger names too. He's like everything I want to be personified, and that's why I like him so much.
So are we only going with current rappers or like all time?
It's all time.
like all
I'm
time,
not.
all
I'm
time.
not. I'm not.
So
I'm
You're
just waiting for that
going-
nigga
you're
Tupac
going-
to be said.
no, I'm not gonna say that. You're gonna,
I'm making a list. I'm making a list.
no, we're just saying our
One
top,
face, baby.
top
No.
Okay.
I thought you said Two Face, baby.
Oh, you still remember that shit?
I want
Alright.
to make a list.
Do you want me to go then, Mark? Because you're still.
Yes.
All right. So mine.
Well,
I think I'm guessing only Henry knows about this one, but mine is MF
MF Doom.
baby.
Oh, I knew it.
MF Doom, baby. Henry knew it from the beginning. Did
wait,
you?
who? I can hear you.
MF Doom?
MF Doom.
Yeah. He's
I think I know who that is. I think.
yeah, he's a 90s, right? Yeah,
90s, yeah.
Yes.
90s, early 2000s rapper. I just like how he does his flows. When he ends,
Honestly, he has the greatest delivery.
yeah, when he
when it
ends
comes-
his flows, it keeps. It's hard to explain because I don't know how to explain it. But when he ends his flows, it keeps going without stopping on that one
Okay,
syllable.
so he's
Keep trying to
able,
explain
he has like mastered the ability to carry over the verse, you know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
carry over like the flow. So like he'll be able to end it on one bar and then start it within like the halfway through the other one.
Yeah. He also has like some of the most memorable lyrics.
Dude, I love his Christmas album. Nope,
Oh,
Christmas.
it's not his though. It's who was it? DJ something. But I listened to it and I memorized some of the verses and I'm like, oh, this is just he took those verses and put them on new instrumentals.
Nice.
It still
Yeah.
sounds amazing just because he matched the lyrics with
He
the
managed-
instrumentals.
I
but
know.
It
So he
really,
basically got the verses and like it
He
really
made it
okay.
better.
It refreshed it, you know.
yeah. If you've never heard or listened to an MF Doom song, then you would definitely not know that was remixed. But honestly, I think his album Mad Villainy is probably the best album, of my opinion, of all time.
So iconic.
I've listened to that more than anything, I think. I would have to say.
I thought Dylan was gonna say Kendrick.
Nah. He's like,
I thought
Okay.
I was gonna say Vince.
What about you, Matthew?
Vince? Seriously?
Matthew, your turn. Matthew's gonna say
I
X,
mean,
dude.
I obviously don't think
Nah,
it's
I'm
bad,
not.
but... Alright, Matthew, what's...
Oh.
You go ahead.
Right now,
Mhm.
you guys
Yeah,
probably
what
want
about
to
you?
agree.
Well, just
But,
of all time. Whoever you like
No,
the most.
You guys probably want to agree, but I've been listening a lot of.
Alright, you're cutting off a lot.
Yeah, you're
Oh
you're
my
cutting off.
god!
Did
All right,
he
now
say
you're good. You're
Tupac?
good.
I think he said Tupac.
No,
Sorry.
I said I've been listening to a lot of Token lately.
Fucking
Is
Token.
it that one white rapper?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
white rapper.
I've heard like 3 seconds of his songs and said, oh, it sounds like he has like good flow, but never listened to his music.
The only song I heard from him is like that one song with Tech Nine. I forgot what it was called.
I think I know what you're
YouTube
talking about.
rappers.
Yeah, YouTube rappers. There it is.
Oh, Do you remember when a rapper died that was called Tech Nine, but he
Tech
spelled
Nine, yeah.
Yeah.
but he spelled it
He
a
was from
very
Pittsburgh.
similar way, huh?
He was from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, he spelled it a very similar way to
Yeah.
the Tech Nine, the old Tech Nine. You know, the one that's I guess more popular. I don't want to, be
No,
rude or
that Tech Nine's obviously more popular.
yeah.
Bro, I swear, Tech Nine's goal is to freaking make a song with 3 rappers.
You're cutting off.
Oh
You know
my
what?
God.
What I really like
Good
about
try,
Tech
though.
Nine is that for an old dude, he's really refreshing for a new generation, of fast rappers.
What do you mean?
Alright, so like,
So, like-
surfing.
nah, we're
surfing.
we're going off topic now. Like,
No, we're not.
we
We're
were
still
talking about.
we're
I
still
know, but
discussing.
we're talking about. We were talking about Toki. Now we're talking about Tech Nine.
Well,
We haven't heard about.
alright.
We haven't.
Matthew, do
we
you have
haven't heard
anything
about
to-
Mark.
Do you have
Oh, shoot,
anything
Mark,
I
to-
don't know
what's
why you're
yours?
acting like this is not a podcast.
Unless Matthew has more to add
Yeah.
about it.
Matthew, do you have anything more to add or no?
Well, I mean, I was gonna explain like why, but like, cause like in
Go.
his
Explain. I need more
Explain.
time to work on my list.
God, it's one rap, one,
yeah, exactly.
not 5 or
No.
10, one.
Wait. Just rappers?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Said no singers, no anything like that.
Shit.
I might have said someone else. I don't know.
So Matthew
Matthew.
care to elaborate.
Oh yeah. So like, in his in token music, just like what he says, like the lyrics, pretty catches. But there's a lot of stuff that like revolves around like real life, and like and like he's one of the ones that can. I don't know how to explain it. Like, he's different than everybody else. They rap.
If only I heard half of that.
I heard like different other else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gee, my
Well-
Wi-Fi actually.
Thank you, Matthew. Mark.
Next.
No, I don't think Mark was ready.
Are you ready?
Oh yeah, we're ready. we're ready.
Yeah.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Nigga,
Mark,
just
one.
one.
Mark,
What's the first
one.
one? What's the first one? Nah, what's the
J.
first
Cole.
one on that list? Alright, J. Cole, why?
Huh?
Why? Why J. Cole?
I grew up on him, bro. You act like Cole doesn't have the hottest, bro. Cole kills it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Cole kills everything.
Cole kills, bro. Cole's the best, bro.
Wait, all right. Do you like his one song, Middle Child? I hate that song.
No child.
Middle Child was
Honest-
overplayed.
No, I heard it once and I thought it was
Hilarious.
terrible. It sounded.
If I don't know, it feels
All right, I like
it
most
feels
of Cole's
plain.
songs.
it feels
but it-
plain. It
yeah.
feels plain.
It sounded trash. I mean,
Yeah,
like-
compared to his other songs, that was like my least favorite one.
it was just really. Yeah, you said plain.
Yeah, it feels plain. I feel like he could have done so much more.
Well, yeah, it's not as good as his others.
Well, you have to think again. Like, he already set such a high bar for himself as an artist.
All right, but
yeah.
but I'm all right. I'm not trying to say you can't like it or you can't like the song because obviously, my opinion isn't
It's an opinion.
law or something. Yeah, but all right. When I listen to KOD, I'm like, wow, that's a really good album. And then I listen to Middle Child, and I say, that could not be the same person, because maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but all right. I have a strong hate for that song.
No, what I'm saying is that he really he tends to set a bar for himself, and sometimes some people can't reach that bar,
But
or they can't surpass it.
but all right,
Yeah.
Cole.
They have a lion.
Even if he didn't set any bars at all, that was his first song. It was terrible. It was the worst.
Really?
It was what.
Wait. Cole says, I set a bar so high you gotta get Obama to force the Air Force to.
To what? I didn't hear that last part.
You gotta get Obama to set the Air Force. Yeah,
Yeah, he
From,
said that.
No Role
He
Models.
set his bar so high, bro.
I'm talking. Okay,
Can I
if we're
say my
talking
other-
like
can I-
specifically his Forest Hill Drive album, dude, go.
Yeah, I don't have any place to speak on how good
When
Cole
I
is
die, I
overall,
want them to.
but it's because I've only listened. The only albums I've listened to like fully is KOD and that one with the Golden Demon Angel or whatever.
Yeah.
Born Sinner, right?
Born a Sinner.
Yeah, yeah. I've only listened to that one and KOD, so I have no ground to say anything about him. I just really hate that one song, you know? I just really hate that one song.
Yes.
That one song really influenced you, huh?
Yeah. No, I'm not saying, alright, that song, I just think that is not Cole. In my mind, I have mentally separated that song and Cole.
Like they are not the same person. Okay?
That is like, that's Kill Edward, alright? On that song.
Can I say my others?
Yeah, sure. Was that your number one
Wait,
though?
Can you hear me from right here?
Yeah. Was that your number one though?
Yeah, Cole's always been
Okay. Alright, go ahead.
my number two. Bro, get ready. Bro, my number two is an artist, Mod. He would like, homie started out on YouTube. Homie started out on YouTube doing that, and then he started making music, and it started popping off for him. But like,
Who is it?
he just took off all of his music.
Who is it?
Look up Maj, M-A-J.
M-A-J?
M-A-J. If you're looking him up on like the music apps, you have to type in, I think it's Maj, but in all
M-A-J.
here. But yeah, he's like my second. I don't know why, but he just gives off. I could listen to his music.
It says, the first thing that pops up is a video saying, I'm back. So, what
Yeah,
is it?
because he took a break from doing YouTube to do music like full time.
Alright, alright.
Wait, so on YouTube, search it up on YouTube or something?
Yeah, for me it did.
So M-A-J.
How the fuck did you get down? Okay.
Oh,
I don't know why we're talking about second favorites, but okay.
Yeah, that's
You
what
can
I
try.
said.
I found that channel.
If you look up those two songs, you. Bro, we're talking about second favorites because I made a whole ass list. I'm lit.
That pot.
Can I say number three?
No, sure. You know what, whatever.
Come on, Kanye,
Kanye? Alright. Yeah, I would probably agree
Kid
with that.
Cudi,
Yeah, I would
Kanye
agree
is a
with
very.
Kid.
Like,
that. I don't know if I would agree with that. There's better versions of him, in my opinion.
Oh, who?
The Ski Mask.
No, he's asking
Young
who?
Gravy.
Young
Oh.
Gravy.
No, not at all.
You guys are. Oh my goodness. Vince Staples.
I don't know if he's in like top 5, but yeah, he's.
For
I
me,
mean,
let me think. Who's a good top for me?
another rapper that I enjoy listening to too. I mean, technically speaking, he's just a kid, but like he's a bro. His music's actually fucking fire.
He's
Chill
gonna.
Bunk.
He's gonna say that one fidget.
Chill
You're talking about the same kid that you met on fucking
Bro.
Holla.
Bro,
Wait,
that
what?
nigga's
Lil
fire, dude.
Mako.
Seraphine, calm down. Calm
Bro,
down.
that
Lil
nigga's
Mako.
that nigga's fire.
Lil Mako.
Bro, you guys can't tell me Battle Scars doesn't go hard.
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about, but alright.
Okay, Dylan,
Lil
search it up real quick, just real quick, just so you can
Oh
listen to
my
it
I
real quick.
really don't want
God.
to. Mark, you
I'm
already
not-
shared like 10. Everyone else shared 1.
I did not.
Yes, you
I
did.
did.
Okay. Who's
Battle.
another
Star.
good, very good artist for me?
My number
I said
2 would
Young
probably
Thug.
be Kendrick, to be honest.
Battle Scars by Lupe.
We're not talking about
My-
songs.
My number 2 would be Chief Keef, dude.
I know we're not talking about songs.
Bro, Chief Keef is a fucking
Chief Keef is
god.
lit, bro. Chief Keef is
Number 3 for
My
me,
bad.
bro, Uzi.
Ah,
Uzi,
It was
nah.
just pretty.
Uzi?
It was just
Uh-oh.
pretty good.
Doja Cat.
What?
Doja
Doja
Cat.
Cat.
We're ending. Mark, we're in.
Mark.
I have two more. I have two
No,
more.
honestly, Doja Cat. I listened to some
Doja
other
Cat's the-
songs, and
Bro,
she's
if you listen to Juicy, Juicy
yeah, yeah, yeah,
pop
yeah.
so damn
She has
hard.
she has some really good songs.
Bro, she's a
Nah.
Gemini that's got the
I only know her from Moo now.
Yeah.
I can't
well,
stop staring at her fucking tits, bro.
Yeah. Look, everyone knows her from that. Everyone knows her characteristics.
Two more. Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD.
Juice
No.
WRLD,
Yeah,
No,
I would
no,
say absolutely not. He was a
Why
one-hit
not?
wonder. He was like a one-hit wonder. He released a new
No.
album. It was
3-hit wonder.
3-hit wonder. What was the third
Okay,
one?
I'm not gonna say he had a couple good, not a couple good. He had like a good album, but he's not up there for me, bro.
All right, I
fits-
shouldn't
He
say
just fits into the wave.
I shouldn't
I say
say
he
a
just fits into
one-hit
one.
wonder because yeah, that whole album, most of that album was pretty good, but I would say he's a one-album wonder.
What album?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, which album though?
I say
the one-
he's
the
a
Wedding
generation-defining artist. He defined the generation of sad kids, but like other than
Yeah,
that, I don't think.
because
anything else is
honestly, I think "Lucid Dreams" is a really good song.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Goodbye and Good Riddance is his only good album.
Yeah, that one. That one is like.
Oh my goodness. I don't know why you act like Death Race for Love doesn't exist.
I don't know.
Nah, I agree with you, Mark. Though I honestly I agree with you. Like his songs are pretty fire. I enjoy listening to
But
them.
like top 10 of all time?
I mean, I'm not saying top 10 of all time, but I'm saying, like, nah, I'm agreeing with Mark though. Like, he's gonna be
No,
up there
like-
too.
On my list, number one, between number one and number two, big.
What? You cut off.
He
Yeah.
said big cut off.
Yeah.
Big gap.
Big gap.
Because I personally think J. Cole is far more superior than any of.
What was your other ones? I'm sorry. Just say them again.
Maj, Kanye, Kid Cudi, Ski Mask, Young Gravy, Vince, Doja Cat, Juice, Chance, Trippie Redd, and Lil.
Honestly, I would put Kanye and Kid Cudi above Cole, and I enjoy Vince's music more than Cole's.
But if you like
That's just
Blueface,
him.
get the fuck out of here.
Bro,
Blueface,
Blueface
baby.
is the best.
Bruh, Travis Scott for me.
Oh yeah, Travis Scott makes some fire ass music.
Yeah.
You
Yo,
can't say no.
YBN Cordae.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I like.
Okay,
I like
come on.
RBN.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Cordae.
Like for about Travis Scott,
Cordae.
real quick.
What happened?
I have his.
Do you guys? Okay, I personally think so. But do you think Travis Scott was ahead of the times?
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank
There's
you.
no, there's
I
no
think-
question about it, really.
Yeah, I was thinking about this earlier, and I was listening to the old songs. I'm talking like fucking old rodeo shit, bro. That's like
Yeah.
2015.
His old songs sound like something that would be playing.
Like that would be
now.
here today. Yeah. He was ahead of the time.
Yeah, he really was. He really was.
Yo, rest
totally
in peace,
agree with
Nipsey Hussle.
All right, that was not related
What
or anything.
What if I say? What if I say Joey Badass?
Yeah.
Okay,
I would agree with that.
Joey Badass is it's weird for me. Okay.
I really like Joey's music. Like
I
his.
want him to-
I do too, but the thing is like in terms of who he is, I just feel like he doesn't have like the most popular fan base,
Yeah.
but he has like the
The fan.
I'm not gonna
You're,
he
wait,
has the
wait,
most
wait.
loyal fan base
You're
I've
talking
ever
about.
seen.
You're talking about the most like the largest fan base. You mean, right?
No, I'm for Joey Badass. No, I'm saying he doesn't have the largest fan base, but I think he has a pretty loyal
Yeah,
one. I'm in a rank Seraphine.
I just want you to be done.
I think his 1999 album. I think it's what it's called. It's something along those lines. is
Bro,
so
Pro Era?
good.
Ooh.
That album is one of my favorite albums of all time. It's better than his new one. Not that his new one is bad, but
J Rock.
But top
J
five?
Rock. Post Malone.
J Rock no, Post Malone no.
J Rock
Joji.
is. Joji, he's not a rapper.
Yeah, Joji does not count at all.
Aretha Franklin.
What?
Dino Washington.
What the hell? All right, I think we're done.
Bye.
And
Like this
like
is-
that, boys, is the end of this stream. Good night, and I hope to see you later.
It's not
It's
a
not a
stream.
stream.
Goodbye.
Bye.
All right.
Goodbye.